Top 5 Tour, helping you find the best. I'm with Cal from the Cardrona, the best horse riding and quad bike tours in Cardrona, and I'll tell you why it's the best, because you get up into the high country. They've got some great trails here. Cal, start off with, beautiful day here, aren't we so lucky?
Yes, we are, Mark. It's just another stunning day in Cardrona Valley, and it's regularly like this here. Nice, crisp, cool, fresh start.
And snow behind us.
Snow behind us.
How did you get into running tours?
Well, we are quite fortunate to have a good relationship with the farm here, and so it was about 5 years ago. We struck up a deal with them and said, "Oh, can we take some tourists up the mountain on the land here?" So we've got exclusive use of this high country sheep station here. It's 15,000 acres, goes right up to the top of the mountain here on the eastern side, and all the way along the faces of the Cardrona Valley here. Yeah. And so we've got quite a large area in which to take our horse treks and quad bike tours.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have an exclusive arrangement with the farm to take tours on the private land here.
So I noticed there were deer, cattle, so you get to see a bit of the wildlife
sheep,
as you're travelling
beef
through.
And venison.
Yeah. And rabbits.
And too many rabbits.
A lot of rabbits.
Far too many rabbits. So you see more of them than anything. Yeah. But primarily sheep on this farm here. So yeah, it's a working farm, which of course adds another ingredient to the interesting facts about this already very impressive valley.
Yeah. And so you have the horse riding, and you also have the quad bikes. Mm-hmm. With the quad bikes, you can go up. You do get into the snow sometimes with the horses, but with the quad bikes, you do go up into that snow.
In winter, you're pretty much guaranteed to be leaving tyre tracks in the snow on the quad bikes, because we can go right up to the top of the mountain here on the bikes, and they're more than capable of handling the trails up there in the winter, well, any time of the year.
You don't sort of get an idea from down here in the valley when you get up there just what's behind there and how beautiful it is.
Well, that's right. You think it's beautiful down here.
Then you get up there and it's
it's going to blow your mind up the top there.
And the view's amazing.
It's certainly, the higher you go, the more beautiful it is.
Yeah. Now with the horses, you've got a variety of horses suitable for a variety of riders, from beginners to... Tell me who takes your tours.
Advanced. Absolutely, you can have zero horse riding experience. And we do get quite a lot of people who've never done it before, because people from overseas come to this area wanting to experience new things, and so to get on a horse for the first time, it's very regular here, and we've got horses which are suitable for looking after complete beginners like that. And of course we provide a lesson at the start, which includes a demonstration of horse riding, and then a little practice run one-on-one before we ride out. So
and of course if people are good riders, you've also got the spirited
races. So the good thing about these guys is that they've all got different personalities. So of course we have the cruisier guys, really bomb-proof for the complete beginners. And then we've got some younger, more forward-moving, more energetic horses, which are more suitable for people that are more advanced or want to give a bit of bit more speed, a bit of cantering. We certainly allow for that on our tours too.
Is there age restrictions with younger?
5 years old.
5?
Yeah. So we can take as young as 5.
And as long as you're old enough to throw your leg over?
As long as you're old enough to throw your leg over, or game to throw your leg over, we'll take your horse riding. So we've got kids saddles, which are obviously smaller than the adult ones, and we can lead from the guide horse on request. So with a 5-6-year-old kid, then yes, we would more often than not be leading them to begin with, but we do encourage them to give it a little go by themselves as well.
Oh, that's fantastic. So a real family activity.
Exactly. We cater for the family groups, and like to think that those beginners take away a new skill when they leave. So I think people feel that they're often a bit scared or nervous at the start, and so we like to break through that fear. And
well, I watched your safety, going through the safety procedure. It's
that's very important.
Reading your TripAdvisor reviews, some of the horses have got a star following. Ginger Bear, for example, is one that gets a lot of comments.
He's a great horse. Yes.
Do you find that that people do connect with certain?
Yes. People have actually come back and requested the same horse before. Because they do have their neat little quirks and personalities, which people do bond with throughout the time that they're... Because, we've got with our shortest riders, you're still with your horse for a good 2 hours. That's the shortest ride, and then our longer one, which stops over at Cardrona Hotel, is you're with us for a good 3.5 hours. So in that time, you really get to know your horse.
And also on the tours, you talk a lot about the history too of the area.
That's another cool point about Cardrona Valley, is that not only have we got this fantastic, mind-blowing scenery around us, is that there's a neat little history story involving the gold rush, which happened in the 18s, or kicked off in the 1860s. 1862 was their first discovered gold here, and it was a much different looking, much busier place than it is even today with with the tourism now. So it's neat to have that little story to tell people about on our tours as well, to just add that other dimension, and using your imagination, imagining what it was like for the gold miners back here 150 odd years ago.
People who do the quad bike tours, who do you find are doing those tours? Like, is there, with the quad bikes, are you getting more, guys or younger people?
Well,
or
that's it's interesting having the two activities, because we sort of, when we started up, we think, the girls will want to ride horses and the boys will want to ride quads.
Yeah, that's what you'd expect.
Yes, but then more often than not, a couple will come along and he'll go, I'm going horse riding just because she's told me. He'll end up having more fun, and vice versa too. The woman will go, I'm a bit nervous about riding the quad bike thing. I haven't done it before. But then by the end of the tour, usually well before then too, they've gained a lot of confidence and skill, and they really enjoy it as well. So, it's a bit of a mix really. The quad bikes will go much higher than the horses, so ultimately you will get a better view from the quads, but then it's obviously a different experience with the connection with nature and the tranquility of horse riding that you get on the horse tour. So they complement each other quite well, the two activities.
And there's no real, across the sexes, everyone, there's a mix. Like guys and girls are loving both tours.
Yeah, definitely.
And what do people say about the tours?
Well, the feedback we get is that we're consistently exceeding people's expectations. A lot of people think, we're just going to go for a little plod along the river on a horse, and but then we add in the dimension of a bit of trotting, a bit of cantering possibly, the history talk.
Beer at the pub.
Yes. There's not many places where you can still ride your horse to the pub.
Yes.
That was one of the first things I wanted to do when I started this up, was put a hitching rail at Cardrona Hotel. So
and river crossing.
That's we cross the river. On all of our horse treks we have a river crossing. So you get quite a variety of terrain to ride on both the horses and the quads, and we do have options for more advanced riders as well, on different, more challenging trails too, for both the horses and the quad bikes as well. We've just got such a big scope out here with the 15,000 acres.
I think that's the thing. You've got such an area to cover. Like it's just amazing.
And exclusive access. So
Cal, thank you for your time. You're going for a tour later today. You've got a perfect day.
Yes, once again, Cardrona's put it on.
Another great day, Thank you, Cal.
You're very welcome, thank you.
Eat, drink, sleep, do, shop. We handpick the best of each location. Top 5 Tour, helping you find the best.